Hi guys, we're here at Sam Eagle's Regal Eagle Barbecue. This opened earlier this week. We're in the American Pavilion at EPCOT, and this used to be the Liberty Inn quick service location. They recently converted this over to this new barbecue. As you can see behind me, there are big pits that they actually barbecue all the meat on daily, which is pretty neat. So I'm super excited to try it out, get some good barbecue here in the American Pavilion and in EPCOT to begin with, because unless there's a festival going on, you can't really get good barbecue. So let's head in and check it out. So we have our food. We got the American platter, which on the American platter you have a choice of 3 meats from the items above, garlic toast, and a choice of a side. So we got the beef brisket, the smoked sausage, and the pork ribs, the dry rub pork ribs. We also got a side of the baked beans with burnt ends. And then we also got, that way we kind of rounded out almost everything, the North Carolina chopped smoked pork butt platter, which came with garlic toast and a choice of a side, which I picked the macaroni and cheese, which actually looked really good. I'll say, the servings look a little bit small for the platter size. For $18.99, I definitely thought there would be more food. But I mean, barbecue can be pretty filling, so I guess we'll have to see at the end of the day if it was enough food or not. So the American platter was $18.99, and then the pulled pork platter was $12.49, which I don't think that is bad for that. I feel like you would pay that at a normal barbecue restaurant for that amount of food. Also, here they have 4 different types of barbecue sauce, so I'm going to read them from my list. So we have, this first one is the Blue Ribbon Brisket Sauce, which is a savory spice sauce. We then have the Sizzlin' Pit Dry Rub Coalition Classic Smokehouse Sauce. Then we have the Mustard O Glory Guild Sweet Mustard Sauce. And to round it out, the Blue Ridge Vinegar League Vinegar-Based Sauce. And they also have ketchup here if you want it, but I didn't get in ketchup because we don't really have anything to dip ketchup in. But I'm pretty excited to try all the sauces and try out everything here and see how it is. So I'm actually going to try the sauces first. So the first one is the brisket sauce. Interesting. Definitely has a mustard flavor to it, but it's tangy and sweet, which I like. We're then going to the smokehouse. Well, you can tell this one's much thicker than the brisket one. It is actually sticking to the fork. Yep, classic barbecue sauce. Basically what you would think of when you think of like barbecue. We're then going to the mustard base. This is probably halfway in thickness between the brisket and the classic barbecue. Definitely mustardy. Similar in flavor to the brisket sauce, but not as tangy. And then last but not least, the vinegar based. As you can tell, this one's thinner as well. More in the same consistency as the mustard base. Ooh, that has a little bit of a kick to it. A little bit of a spicy kick. I think my top 2 are the brisket and the classic. I'm not a big mustard fan, so the mustard base didn't really do it for me. And the vinegar has a little bit of spice, so if you like spiciness, I recommend this. But yeah, those are pretty good. So let's dig in. So I'm going to try the pulled pork first with no sauce on it. So. That's really good. Nice and tender, moist. Sometimes pulled pork can get dried out, and so you have to put sauce on it. I can imagine eating this without sauce even, because it has got so much flavor and moistness to it. So that was really good. I'm now going to try the mac and cheese, which looks like it's more of a baked mac and cheese, like a white cheddar baked mac and cheese. So this looks really good. It looks like something my mom would make. Oh yeah, that's good. If you like baked mac and cheese, you will love this. Now, if you have kids that like the Mickey orangish yellow mac and cheese that's really liquidy with like liquid cheese on it, or some people call plastic cheese, they probably will not like this. This is definitely more of a mild flavor, almost with a hit of dryness to it from the white cheddar. I love this, but I can see how kids would not. So these, I'm gonna try the baked beans with the burnt ends.
It looks really good.
It's really good. There's a different flavor to it, and it's not bad. It might come from the burnt ends, actually. There's a slightly different flavor than I'm used to in baked beans, which I actually really like. Sometimes for me, baked beans are way too sweet. This is actually really good. I'm now gonna try the sausage. It's good, but I don't see anything special about it. I feel like I could get this sausage almost anywhere. There is a bit of heat to it, but I don't know if it's from the sausage or the baked beans, if I'm being completely honest. I'm now gonna try the brisket. Very good, very moist. I will say it's definitely lean brisket and not fatty brisket. I prefer fatty brisket, but I mean, I'll do with what I have. It's very good either way. Sometimes lean brisket can be a little bit too dry, and I didn't notice that on the piece that I had. And last but not least, the rib. Looks like you get about 4 ribs here or so. I'm just gonna take a bite out of it. I really like the flavoring to it. The dry rub adds a really good flavor, and I like that they're smoked. Sometimes I find that barbecue ribs are just, when they don't do a dry rub, they do a sauce on it, and it's just so saucy, your hands get disgusting. So I actually really like that, and I'd like it to be a little bit more moist, but the flavor is really good on this, so I really appreciate the flavoring on that. And then last but not least, I'm gonna have a small bite of garlic toast. That's good. It's like a Texas toast, but it's like, it looks like it's grilled, like griddled. Honestly, I would love to see them offer grilled cheese in between 2 slices of this. But you guys know me, I love cheese, so. So yeah, that was really good. I think we're gonna dig in and we'll tell you what we think afterwards. So we just wrapped up eating here at the Regal Eagle Smokehouse, and these are my first opinions, or my first thoughts on the food here. So if I were to do it over again, I would definitely get the smoked pork butt platter as well as the beef brisket platter. The pork and the brisket were my 2 favorite meats out of the bunch. Honestly, the smoked sausage, I feel like I could have gotten that anywhere, and there's nothing special about it. And the ribs were very overdone and chewy. It was almost a jerky consistency, so that was a bit frustrating. For the sides, so the baked beans were okay. They were very vinegary, which I'm not a huge fan of, so they weren't bad, but there was nothing special about them. However, that mac and cheese is some of the best mac and cheese I've had in a long time. It was baked, it was a white cheddar, so it was nice and creamy, it had a bit of dryness to it. but you could tell it was actually made with real cheese, which I really liked. There was almost like a stringiness to it, which I know a lot of mac and cheese on Disney property is more of that liquid-like cheese. And then for the sauces, my two favorite sauces were the brisket sauce and the original smokehouse sauce. It's not that the mustard or the vinegar based were bad. I'm not a mustard barbecue sauce fan, so it just didn't apply to me. And the vinegar actually had a bit of a kick to it, which I don't really like spicy barbecue, so for me it wasn't applicable either, but they weren't bad. They also have two desserts here. They have a s'mores brownie and a banana pudding. I don't like banana, so I didn't get the banana pudding. And I didn't even think about getting the s'mores brownie until after the fact, which looking back on it, I'm kind of glad I didn't because I'm stuffed to the gills. I am so full. So our meal cost about $33, which is pretty pricey, but there was a lot of food. I know I originally said there wasn't a lot, but there actually was a lot of quote-unquote meat on the bones of the meal, so that was really great to see. But I will say the Regal Eagle Smokehouse does offer mobile ordering, but right now they don't have it like in effect due to the fact that this opened on Tuesday and there is a giant line of people waiting to get in. So it's just a way of managing the crowd while allowing everyone to see it in the same amount of time. So if you're here, definitely check it out, see if mobile ordering is available. If not, wait in the line. It honestly wasn't too bad when we waited. I think we waited maybe 5 minutes from the time we got in line to the time we ordered, and then the food came out really quickly also, so I appreciate that. I'm super excited that this is now in the World Showcase and there's another place to get barbecue on Walt Disney World property. The place I would kind of compare it to would be Flame Tree Barbecue, but they're different enough that I can't compare them completely. So I would say definitely try both of them, especially if you like barbecue. Flame Tree Barbecue you can find over at Disney's Animal Kingdom park. So yeah, leave any questions or comments you have down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. And this is Bridgette's Buzz.